Ndị be anyị ekenere m unu. Asị m ka nke e chiri ya zelu. Asị m unu ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma, site n'ebe isi wee na-esore anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24. Anyị si na ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla na mma kada bụ ndị na-esore anyị n'ilu akwụkwọ n'ihe anyị na-ebe dị iche iche. N'ụbọchị nke taa anyị si na ọ ya dịrị anyị Igbo na mma na anyị yarị ka echi na echi ede agwụ agwụ. Ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ ife wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ morning tea n'ilu akwụkwọ. Ihe a bụ gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe na-eme na obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ nwetara unu ka unu ga ya bụ ife, unu ga-esi ya bụ ife na tinye alụ nke unu ife unu chere gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile o kwugasị n'ilu akwụkwọ dị iche iche n'ụbọchị nke taa na morning tea. Dịka ị na-ege ya bụ ife, dropkwara your own comment n'ilu akwụkwọ, ọ dịkwa nnukwu mkpa. All right, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Valentine. Thank you very much. Betty, you just raised your hand. Okay, sorry, PM. Sorry, sir.
No worry. Go ahead.
Okay, Betty, you just raised your hand now, and it was just wait. Let these our comrades bring their questions. PM is always waiting for David Nana. David, grab the mic. You have your turn.
Thank you so much, my Deputy Minister of Information, and I salute you, Minister of Information, as well. His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra, good evening from my end, sir. My question to you, sir, this evening is this. You have enjoyed a lot of goodwill from the American senators and representatives. Modern strategies have been able to bring you together. I want to ask you, and also I believe these lobbyists that are based in America, during the time of our leader, we still have lobbyists that are based in America. What can you say distinguished modern strategies, the lobbying firm of Biafran Republic government in exile now, and that of the lobbyists that our leader had during his days, considering the fact that Elias came out and said that he also came from a lineage of revolutionalists. How did you get Elias to be the lobbyist of Biafran government? That's my question number one, sir.
Thank you very much. We should not flog the issue of this lobbyists so much. We still have a long way to go. We have a lot of work to do. Elias is a very nice guy who believes in me and believe in Biafran government. The difference between these lobbyists and what we have done in the past, if we actually had any, because some of the investigation we have done, like I said, is that maybe even this money that they were saying was not paid. Maybe they just use it as a public stunt. And so the people who were in the committee where he was the one chairing, maybe the ones that are funding the money, they were just giving small things to the lobbyist firm, so nothing was done. So it was just a public stunt. That is what I may be thinking transpired. But however, I'm not here to start flogging, the things of the past. So now, fast forward to what we are today, what we are doing today. These lobbyists are not. They have no love for money. That's number one. Number two is that everything is very transparent. And one thing you should know is when in America, the United States, when you hire a lobby firm, the information become public immediately after they have registered with the United States Department of Justice. But in IPOB Nigeria, we were meant to understand that it is a secret, right? It was Garba Shehu that came out to say that IPOB was paying $80,000 to lobby firm in America without anything. So it was actually probably the same people who was representing Okonjo-Iweala was the one who revealed the information to them. But this thing is supposed to be in the public, because once you hire a lobby firm in America, the information they will first register at the Department of Justice, just like our own lobbyists have done. The information become public. Newspapers will start writing it that this firm has, and they have to file everything practically open, including how much you have hired them and how much you are paying to them. It has to be public. So I do not know where the muchi of the IPO in Nigeria came from. That nobody, including those contributing $10 to them for every month, has no knowledge about who is the lobby firm, what is the lobby firm doing for many months. So, because our own is genuine, immediately we hire them, we make it public. Apart from that, it becomes a public information, even at the United States Department of Justice. And some news carried it to the United States. And that's how to know the difference between that and this. So when you have some skeleton in the cupboard, you want it to be secret. When you do not have any skeleton in the cupboard, you are not scared of anything, it is open. I think this is the best thing, the best description of the difference between these two. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the Prime Minister, for that wonderful answer. Just one more, please. I must commend you, our Prime Minister, and the government. Within the past few weeks, a lot has happened, and even the terrorist state can confirm that as well. You have held a lot of diplomatic meetings with senators and representatives from the American government. I want to ask you, is it because we are Republican in nature that they were all Republican senators or representatives? I don't know whether this question is relevant, but then I just want to know, sir.
They are not all Republicans. We have had meetings with anybody who cares to listen to us. We are not one-sided. Our arms are open wide, both to the Democrats and to the Republicans. So if the Republicans are listening to us, you will see us have a meeting with them. Any day Democrats want to listen to us, we also have a meeting with them. The fight we are fighting is not for America alone. It is our own freedom, and it is Biafra first. So we are not making decisions based on the American politics. Thank you.
Thank you. One last question. My Prime Minister. Sorry. Between 2019, 20, and 21, you offered a lot of Biafrans opportunity to come to Finland and environs to work and earn a living through your law firm. A lot of emails exchanged hands, and you responded to thousands and thousands of emails, including mine, I must confess. But I applied, and I could not meet up the requirements. A lot of Biafrans went through and even testified about your magnanimity. The multitude of Biafrans that succeeded, we are so happy. I want to ask you, Biafrans, do they come back to you to show their gratitude for what you have done or what you did for them? And what motivated you into this action for Biafran people? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think only two persons came back to thank me, and then after that, of course, I never had the time. So only 2 persons showed appreciation for that, and many did not get, including yourself, like you said, like you rightly said, and so many also did not get, and it was not their fault. It was as a result of the Nigeria system that denied them the opportunity to even have an interview at the embassy. So, and when this kind of issue occurs, it is not in my hand to change the clock or turn things around. Many people who may not succeed may take offense, but that is exactly how the job is. So I was not actually expecting anybody to come and show appreciation or to, I believe many of them may be listening to me today on this space and where they are. and it is not Finland, it is Poland, not Finland. So the working visa was Poland, and so those who succeeded, and then many people do not like the work. They went there and they didn't like the work. There was one that really, really pained me personally because and I know he's listening because he was following the Biafra struggle then. I don't know about now. And the person left his bag, and the father picked him up to Sweden. That's where he ran to Sweden. And with this kind of attitude, the company will never ever accept anybody from that our side, because the people came to work and with the visa and everything, and then you say he's sick, and then the brother came from Sweden to pick the person, and that's how the person disappeared. And went to probably go there to seek asylum. So the thing is that with this kind of attitude, you block other people's opportunities to come. That's why many people did not even get interview at the embassy, and those who get interview, they have one problem or the other, because the same people who give this job are also reporting when other people came and they disappeared. So somebody picked them to go to a place they feel they're going to have a better opportunity or something like that. So these are the things that affect other people, in that particular field. So yes, other people got, other people didn't get, and I'm happy you are one of those who didn't get and you are here today. Okay, so it is one of those things. I was not expecting people to pay appreciation. I am doing this as a humanitarian job. I have done humanitarian work almost all my life, including when I was back in Africa. I help people to aspire to whatever they want to be. I help people from when I was doing sports. It was just part of me. I am happy to see people being happy. So once I can be able to make you happy, it gives me energy. So this is just who I am. And I think more of others than myself. I am kind of person that will use whatever I have to make you happy, even when I'm suffering. And that's how I was trained, and that I have not changed it today. And that's why you see that I put in my life on the Biafra, even when there is a health risk and all that. I don't care, so long as I see there is a result coming from what is happening. I remember when I was doing broadcast every now and every night. Nobody, I'm not sleeping. People get worried. People got worried. Everybody's calling me that time. Please, we don't want you to break down. We don't want you to do this. I was making broadcasts every hour, 3 times a day. Even the IPOB Nigerians, they were all surprised. How can this guy be making broadcasts 3 times a day? Oh, he is coming every day. He has come in the morning. Has come in the day. We're monitoring.
I appreciate your whatever you are doing, and like Adadora Amma will say, don't listen to mosquito, especially when those voices are not coherent. Meanwhile, we learned about, according to your story, the journey, your chronicle, as they will say, of Biafra, and where we are today, being the Biafran government in exile. We learned about different stages of lobbyists. These questions has been buried in some of us because of the sensitivity. When you said you will not engage. When you said you will not engage lobbyists, and all of a sudden we saw you engaging lobbyists. But this lobbyists this time, we want to ask that question before. Good thing you clarify it this night, because you have you have erased so many evil thoughts in the heart of people. That's one kudos that I'm giving to you this evening. And the most shocking thing to hear this evening is that the supposed Biafran lobbyist is also representing Okonjo-Iweala. I thought they stopped at representing Atiku Abubakar of Nigeria, the man that was involved in the Ali Button scam and all that corrupt Fulani agenda. I thought that was their only excessiveness. But this Okonjo-Iweala again, because I knew when Bruce Payne stood against you, he was actually tweeting against our PM, and PM was going soft on him, and you told him that you can do some, you said something about him that will put him in trouble. But because he's an old man, you will allow him to be. And after that advice that you gave Bruce Payne, he stopped meddling into Biafran activities. Do you think this so-called lobbyist firm have stopped meddling into Biafra activities or not? That's what I want to know.
They can't meddle in what we are doing now. We have our lobbyists, which we trust very much, and they are not after money.
Are we free to suggest that the discrepancy between 80 to 10, 60 to 10, Biafrans are saying there was no lobbies at the first place? It was just three gangmen collecting money from Mazen.
In the beginning. And I said the person who was in charge is Ogwe, a man called Ogwe in America. And this man is somebody who cannot even think for himself. How can he engage? How can he be in charge coordinating lobbying firm that will represent the African people? The same lobbying firm was representing Okonjo-Iweala. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. The person that represented Okonjo-Iweala is not the firm. It's the lobbying firm that they were paying 80,000.
Okay, one of the last thing I would say, make no mistake, this Ogbuehi is I think he's an old man, a cab driver at somewhere in US,
Yes,
according to the story. Yeah. Now, can Biafrans individually, not propelled by the Biafran government in exile, sue these people? Because
why are you
for the fraud? Because if a 10,000 job will take me to the House of Senate, how will I pay 80,000 for years and have not seen anything? It is hard to take. It's hard to swallow.
Yeah, listen now. Of course, that is for the people who paid money to IPOB, not for us. So it's the IPOB thing. But I am happy that you mentioned this. So check what 10,000 a month have done, and compare it to 80,000 a month. From there to 60,000 a month, and this money was coming. Now we do not have 1/4 of what IPOB has. But look at what we have done, including the security and the diplomatic and political aspect of it, everything. We don't have 1/4. I mean, 1/4 of what IPOB has. Then, look where we are. There.
Well, it's a food for thought for Biafrans. It's a food for thought for Biafrans, and I yield my mic. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's me again. Thank you very much. All right, we move. Pastor Rose, are you still here? Pastor Rose, the network have knocked her out. And now, Jaja Godson, please grab the mic. Dealing with you. Let Justice finish, then you take it. Justice, please go.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I'm here. I have a few questions. I have a few questions for our Prime Minister. Prime Minister Keledere, you are so wonderful. When you had an interview with Mazen Nandekalo, you asked him one question. You asked him, after all this diplomatic move failed, what else is he going to do? And he told you, do you think now we have raised gun, You think we're going to keep it down? And you told him when he finished making his statement, and you said, whatever he's going to do, or whoever he wants to follow him, he will be number one. And I am saying the same thing to you. Yeah, if after 2 questions I want to ask you, are you afraid of your life? Number 2, if all the diplomatic moves fail, what will be our last option? Thank you.
When we are fighting already.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'm not afraid of my life. Let me probably use the opportunity.
Yes.
Let me use the opportunity to correct what the propaganda they carried, when during the election, when the journalist was asking if I am worried and scared of going to Nigeria and all that. And then I said, of course. He asked me, do you think that if I go to Nigeria, they're going to kill me? I said, of course. Now, let me tell you one thing. The point is that the freedom of Biafra is closer to me in Finland than in Africa or in Nigeria. So what am I going there to do? I want to be closer to where the freedom would come from. Going to Africa is going far away from where the freedom will come from. Apart from that, I have to be where I will continue to pilot the freedom liberation movement of Biafra. That is not possible in Nigeria. So when we talk about this thing, people say, come to Nigeria, so we listen to you. The only reason they are telling you that is so that they will cage you, lock you up. You are just one man. And so God has given every one of us our own sixth sense. It is either you know how to use your own, or you become a fool and others will use it for you. So as a freedom fighter, before you come to fight for freedom, not even to talk about a country like Nigeria, we must be able to know what you are going to fight and what you are facing, what you are going to face. So somebody like me, I did not start planning to fight Nigeria today. It's something that is inborn in me. So it's just that God used many years to prepare me for what is happening today. And as you're looking at me, you have not seen my best. So I am not scared of anything. I'm not scared of any human being. The only person I am scared of is myself. I'm afraid of myself. Nobody else. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Justice, please, let's take other questions. I don't know. Okay, do you want to ask another one?
I'm here now.
No, I'm okay. This is my confidence.
Okay, thank you very much, Justice. Pastor Rose, please, 60 seconds, bring your question. And
Yes.
make it quick, please.
Yes. Thank you, His Excellency, our Prime Minister, Mazi Samone. But thank you for this work. I called you Njokuji. Like, we don't want to explain, but these days I will come to space and explain the meaning of your 3 names. It's 3 in 1. In the name of the Father and the Son of the Holy Spirit, which is Simon. And you people know the meaning of Simon in the Bible, when Jesus said and what he said. And in Jokuji, one day we will explain to you, especially me, that is Ada, where we are coming from. And the EKPA itself. We move on. Thank you, sir. You remember why this woman was able to speak again? Is because when we wanted to put
PM doesn't
her
want us to. PM doesn't
in
want us
her
to be talking.
place. I
Pastor
know.
Rose,
I just okay. I will not. Can you give me opportunity to come on air, address her personally? Because if we continue, she will continue messing up. Last time we wanted to put her in a place.
Pastor Rose, are you even listening to the PM? When you are talking, try
Okay.
and listen also.
Okay, sir.
You have the white card. You can go and address as much as you want. That's
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's what I want. Thank you with honor. And I tell you, Biafra, thank you because you are the best thing that ever happened to you, to us, the Biafrans. What I want to call you now is Igodo Eji Emepo Biafra. You are the key that will open Biafra and everybody know it. Your name now stand that Igodo Anyinjiji Mepo Biafra, the last miracle on the earth. Thank you. Continue doing your best. We love you with our heart. Somebody asked a question now, and you told him yes. I myself, that first day I stand, I tell Biafra that my life is already given up. Anywhere you go, I go. Anywhere Biafra go, I go until Biafra come. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my comrade. Thank you, the good work.
Egbo m na-ege ntị, daalụ nne na ụmụ ife ka unu si wee na-esoro anyị n'idu akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24 n'ụbọchị nke taa anyị na-akpọ ya morning tea. Unu anụgonu ya bụ ife mgbakọrịta ụka ya bụ ife Maazị Simon Ekpa bụ Biafran Prime Minister or Biafran Public Government in exile. Dịka o si dị n'afọ ka o si ada n'iru akwụkwọ, gịnị ka ị nwere ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ dị iche iche dropụla ya on the comment section below. Ọzọ dịkwa ka ibe ya bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi gị na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ, onye na-afụ ya bụ ihe onyonyo anyị kaba alụ ka ị like ya and turn on notification, share kwe ka o wetakwa ndị ọzọ ụmụnne anyị dị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Daalụ nne na Igbo ọma na-ege ntị. Oge na-adịrị anya onye ndu ya apụta na n'ụlọ mkpọrọ. Ka emesịanụ ụmụnne m.